Florida's Great Northwest. It's radio. Indeed it is. This is Pat Crawford, hoping you'll stay with us on our stage studio for the next 90 minutes of music and conversation here in the Museum of Commerce, located on the historic Pensacola campus of the University of West Florida. And what a great show we have tonight. What a great audience. Give yourselves a big hand. Oh, yeah. And I know why you're here tonight. We have a stellar lineup of artists this evening, and we're going to start with I can certainly call him an old friend now because we've been doing this show together for Pierce has been on this show 26 of the 27 years this show has been in existence. So he and I started this show in middle school. Pierce Pettis has been critically acclaimed as one of this generation's most masterful songwriters. He's performed throughout the United States as well as Canada and Europe. Appeared 9 times on American Public Radio's Mountain Stage, been featured on National Public Radio's E-Town, Morning Edition, and World Cafe, and appeared on VH1, CBS News, and the Nashville Network, in addition to the many times he's been on this program as well. During his long career, he has been a writer at Muscle Shoals Sound Studios in Alabama, recorded for Fast Folk magazine in New York, won the prestigious New Folk Songwriting Competition at the Kerrville Folk Festival in Texas, and was a staff songwriter at Polygram Universal Music Publishing in Nashville. He's received numerous songwriting awards, including the 1999 ASCAP Country Music Award for his song You Move Me, recorded by Garth Brooks. After 3 critically acclaimed albums on the Windham Hill High Street label, Pierce joined Compass Records in Nashville, releasing 5 more albums. The most recent, That Kind of Love, received rave reviews from critics and was ranked as number 2 nationally upon its release in the Roots Music Report for Acoustic Folk Releases. He is also now a member of the super group, the New Agrarians, who have just released a new CD, and we have them here tonight as well. Always a delight to have my friend on the show. Please welcome Mr. Pierce Pettis.
Oh, thank you, Pat. Please welcome my friend Bruce from Patchouli. He's going to help me out on this. Oh, this song is called Desiree, but it's spelled like desire. And my grandson asked me what this song was about, and I refused to tell him. Desiree, fire in your eyes, like torchlight against the sky. Desiree, be my angel in the night. Please stay, I need you by my side. Desiree, please don't let me go. There's nothing harder than hope. It takes more courage than I know. No way I can do this on my own. Desiree, 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 I've loved you from my youth. It hurts like a wisdom tooth. With age, there's things you're gonna lose. Friends say I should not hold on to you. Desiree, Desiree, Desiree. Desiree, whoa, whoa, Desiree, you've always been my muse. With on you the spark or the fuse. Who can say just where you'll lead me to? Desiree, I'd die for love of you. Oh, Desiree, 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 Desiree. Whoa. Thank you. Oh, man. I have to thank Bruce for helping me out. Yeah, I've been camping on the beach for 2 days with my two of my sons. So I got that beach voice, you know, that you get. I want to dedicate this next song to the lady who wrote it, who's been one of my songwriting heroes. And I understand she's in bad health and just went in the hospital. So maybe before you go to bed tonight, say a prayer for Joni. And that ain't a joke. I came upon a child of God. He was walking along the road, and I asked him, "Where you going?" This he told me. He said, "I'm going down to Yaska's farm, gonna join in a rock and roll band, gonna camp out on the land and set my soul free. We are stardust, we are golden, we're caught in the devil's bargain, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden." Can I walk beside you? I have come to lose the smoke, and I feel myself cooking something turning. Maybe it's the time of the year, oh, and maybe it's the time of the man. And I don't know who I am, but life is for learning. We are stardust, we are golden, we're caught in the devil's bargain, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden. By the time we got to Woodstock, we were 500,000 strong. Oh, and everywhere was song and celebration. And I dreamed I saw the death flames riding shotgun in the sky, turning into butterflies above our nation. We are golden, and we're caught in the devil's bargain, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden. We are stardust, we are golden, billion-year-old carbon, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden. Thank you. Joni Mitchell sing. Oh, well, thank you. I have a brand new one that I usually close with. Thank you and good night. I wrote this a month or so ago. I was down here for the songwriting, 30A Songwriting Festival, which is a great thing, man. They had 150 writers, including people like, Jason Isbell and Graham Nash and all these guys. And man, it was so much fun. And you got to do this. If you guys live around here, you've got to check this out. Anyway, I was inspired by all the folks I was seeing and hearing, and I wrote this song. Let me be an instrument of your peace. Let me be a tool in your hand. Crooked and warped though I might be, let me do some good here while I can. Let me be a vessel for your grace. Let me be the first one to forgive. Though the world may curse me to my face, let me learn to bear it like you did. Let me be a kindling of your light. Fan the flame until it blazes through. So if anyone should pay me any mind, let them catch a little glimpse of you. Let me grow in love that knows no fear, till every tear is wiped away, and when the night is drawing near, I can look forward to the day. Make me faithful, make me grateful, make me useful in this life. Oh, my living, worth of giving, give me one more chance to try. Let me be an instrument of your peace. Let me be a tool in your hand. Crooked and warped though I might be, let me do some good here while I can. Let me do some good here while I can. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Pierce. Pierce Pettis, and Pierce will be back with us in the second half of the program. And the program is Radio Live. Radio Live, support for Radio Live, comes from the law firm of Clark Partington Hart, with a team of attorneys providing a full range of legal services from offices in Pensacola, Destin, Watercolor, and Tallahassee. Online at cphlaw.com. Additionally, accommodations for Radio Live artists are provided by the Hilton Pensacola Beach Gulf Front. we do appreciate our sponsors. Yes, indeed. All right. All right. Our next guest, someone we always are delighted to have on the show. Haven't had him on as many times as Pierce has because he's not nearly as old as Pierce and I are. So he has to grow into it. A native of Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Jonathan Byrd grew up singing in the Southern Baptist Church, where his father preached and his mother played the piano. After 4 years in the Navy, he returned to Chapel Hill content to play in rock bands until a friend invited him to an old-time fiddle festival in the mountains of Southwest Virginia, where his writing began to change. Assimilating the sounds of Southern traditional music, Jonathan wrote new songs in an ancient style. Just after the release of his debut CD, Wildflowers, in late 2001, his music caught the attention of folk legend Tom Paxton, who sent him a note saying, "What a treat to hear someone so deeply rooted in tradition yet growing in his own beautiful way." His second album, The Waitress, won the prestigious New Folk competition in Kerrville that year, and he set CD sales records at the festival. Since then, he has collaborated, and I mean collaborated, with a wide range of artists on a number of diverse projects, recording a total of 8 critically acclaimed CDs, his latest being You Can't Outrun the Radio, and using his traditional roots to move in different directions. As he says himself, everything I do is a departure from what I've done, but he still holds on to those roots that he has, that past, and it's great. Tonight, he's joined by the Pickup Cowboys, featuring Paul Ford on cello, and Johnny Waken on mandolin, guitar, and saw. Please welcome Jonathan Byrd and the Pickup Cowboys.
Thank you. Well, I was an oak tree. It took 1,000 years to grow. I've seen kingdoms come and go. I've seen the losers turn to lords and back again. I held the rebels when they hung them from my limbs. When men of fortune cast their futures on the sea, it's when they came for me. And I was a slave ship under the standard of the cross, a hallelujah holocaust, and half were dead before we reached the other shore. And the captain never saw the coming storm that swept around the Cape and took us by surprise, and only 8 survived. And I was a campfire, a pile of driftwood in the sand, and the only comfort in this land. And 8 hungry sailors roasted acorns that they'd found, and left me burning as they stumbled toward the sound of a church bell ringing out above the ocean's wind. And I was born again. Now I'm an oak tree out along the wild Cape Fear, and there is talk of freedom here. Where is the kingdom that was here before I came? Where have the people gone who only left their names? A revolution's just a circle after all, and every kingdom falls. Now I'm an oak tree. If it takes 1,000 years to grow, I'll see kingdoms come and go. I'll see kingdoms come and go. good old hen. Lord, I hate to fence her in. She's been running around with all the chicks. It ain't nothing a little chicken wire won't fix. A chicken wire lets the sun shine through. It ain't much to look at, but it'll have to do. My old hen, she got a roving eye. Lord, I guess I need a little chicken wire. Cross that line, yeah. That hen you're looking at is mine, and I'm the only rooster in this yard. Stay on your side of that chicken wire. Sing it if you know it. Chicken wire lets the sun shine through. It ain't much to look at, but it'll have to do. My old hen, she got a roving eye. I guess I need a little chicken wire. Shine through. It ain't much to look at, but it'll have to do. My old hen, she got a roving eye. Lord, I guess I need a little chicken wire. One more time. Oh, I guess I need what? Thank you so much. I want to introduce the band. This is the Pickup Cowboys. Johnny Wakin on my right-hand side here. And back here on the doghouse cello, Mr. Paul Ford. I was recently in the news. A really bad accident out in the Gulf of Mexico on an oil rig. And this is the story of Charles McEwen, who is my wife's cousin's brother-in-law. That's it. I got it. And Charles worked on a rig back in the 50s and told me this story over lunch one day. And we burn a lot of fuel on the road and in the air. And there is a human cost. So we'll send this song out to all the guys who do that work. This is called Working Offshore. Well, it was Houston, Texas, 1958. And I was looking for work from state to state. Well, the man said, son, you're way too young, but there's jobs to be done working offshore. I caught a 64-footer to a Grand Isle rig. I told him I was 18 just to get the gig. With $2.50 an hour, a steak and a shower, energy was power, working offshore. Hey. It's a long way out just to trust your luck. Hey, it's a long way down just to bring it back up. Well, they put me in the crow's nest lining up a run, and I was lining up another when that one was done. And when the sunset bled, the Gulf turned red. 2 men to a bed, working offshore. It was 10 days on and 5 days off. Yeah, my back was getting strong, my head was getting soft. I lost a finger and a chain, I had to retrain. A little pain for my gain, working offshore. It's a long way out just to trust your luck. It's a long way down just to bring it back up. You got to bring it back up, Johnny. Well, I packed it up in 1959. I went back to school to get what's mine. And I heard then 18 of my friends, they never came in from working offshore. And there's no telling how many men have fallen. Yeah, now it's $2.50, what, $3 a gallon? You're standing in that line, just keep it in mind. There's men still dying, working offshore. It's a long way out just to trust your luck. Yeah. Yeah, it's a long way down just to bring it back up. You got to bring it back up. You got to bring it back up, child. It's a long way. It's a long way. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. guitar. Thank you so much.
Jonathan Byrd and the Pickup Cowboys. And they, too, will be back with us in the second half of the program. The program is Radio Live. It comes to you the Thursday of each month right here in the Museum of Commerce on the historic Pensacola campus of the University of West Florida. As I said, we do it live on the first Thursday of every month, and then we have Best of Radio Lives on subsequent Thursdays on 88.1 FM. You can also watch Radio Live. In fact, we have several years of video recordings of Radio Live that we run every evening on Cox Cable, Channel 4. That's WUWF TV, weeknights at 9 o'clock. So lots of opportunities. And of course, you can always go to WUWF.org, click on the Radio Live, and it'll take you to the Radio Live page where you can find archived programs, both audio and video, so you can enjoy the program anytime you want. In fact, within a matter of days, this program will be available streaming online for you to listen, so you can relive the moment that you're experiencing right now. All right. With a sound that's been described as the harmonies of Simon and Garfunkel meet the guitar brilliance of the Gypsy Kings, award-winning songwriter Julie Patchouli and master guitarist Bruce Hextall personify the new American folk movement. Their 16 years of non-stop touring has honed this classically trained duo into legendary performers, dubbed the hardest-working folk duo in America. And they're as busy in the studio as they are on the road, with 12 albums featuring their very own brand of original music and 5 CDs under the name Terra Guitarra for their instrumental Spanish-style guitar project. Their latest release under that title, Firelight, is currently #1 on the World Music UK Top 100 chart. Yes, indeed. Their song, The Woods, from their 2013 release, Anything is Possible, won the Songs for Trees Award, and other tunes from the CD are finding their way into commercials. Julie and Bruce represent the very top echelon of today's acoustic performers, bringing the highest level of skill together with the passion, experience, and joy that are a rare combination indeed. City Pages says it best: Patchouli live is amazing. I compare it to taking a yoga class in a field of running Mustangs. Please welcome Patchouli.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's good to be back here on Radio Live. We think this is our fourth adventure here, and we're going to start with a song that's from our brand new CD that Pat was just telling you about. This one is called Sun Shower, right? And this song we wrote here in Florida last year, and right as we were composing the piece, all of a sudden there was the sky got really dark on one side of the house and got really bright, and all of a sudden there's this big burst of rain and a big sun shower. And we're like, wow, that's really cool when that happens when you're playing a song for the first time. So we're composing this song. We go on to the rest of the tour. Several months go by. We get to finally deciding we're going to record this song. We sit down in the studio, we put our headphones on, and all of a sudden, what happens? One side of the house starts to get a little dark. I'm looking out the window. The other side's looking really bright. We run outside. There's a double rainbow hanging over the Mississippi River. So exciting. We're all, oh my gosh. So this song, oh wow. So we go and we finish recording the song. A couple months go by. We get back to Florida. What happens? The CDs are about to arrive. This morning we go on this ride and we go on our bikes. All of a sudden what happens? A sun shower. We named the album Firelight. Oh no. Anyway, it's still one of our favorite songs to play.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sun shower. And those of you listening in don't know, it is such a beautiful day and such a beautiful week here in Pensacola. We're so lucky to be here. We're going to sing a song from our CD called The Woodlands, and it's also on our live CD. This one is called The Labyrinth, and you'll start to know that we pretty much write songs anywhere and everywhere, just when it hits you. Somebody asked me, how do you write a song? That's just such a big question, because this is the one and only song I wrote sitting in front of my computer screensaver, which is not a place I find myself ever. In fact, it was the first time I knew I had a computer screensaver, but it's a beautiful screensaver, and it was doing its job. I was having a really horrible spring. I had a couple of friends pass away and 2 family members, and this was hitting me on a night that we'd been out on this long tour. And anyway, I'm sitting in the dark, 2 a.m., computer screen, thinking I'm going to email somebody. Can't think of anything to email. My screensaver comes on. It's this beautiful picture of plants, but they're all like close-up shots, so you can see all the textures on the leaves and veins and the petals, and each one of them looks like a labyrinth. And they got labyrinths placed all over the world for us to adventure and take our walk through. And I just started to walk, picked up my guitar, walked through that computer screensaver, and I started singing right out to it. Take some time, unwind, unravel your mind, and walk the labyrinth through till it brings it back to you. Take some time, unwind, unravel your mind, and walk the labyrinth through till it brings it back to you. I know you're looking for some change, but like a desert holds the rain for a dry spell or two, let me hold it here for you and trace these lines through what happened, like a topographical map, and healing everything you know. Let it bring you right back home. And take some time, unwind, unravel your mind, and walk the labyrinth through till it brings it back to you. Dry spell or two, let me hold it here for you and trace these lines through what happened, like a topographical map, and healing everything you know. Let it bring you right back home, and take some time, unwind, unravel your mind, and walk the labyrinth through till it brings it back to you.
Thank you.
is called Elements. This is from our CD Dragonfly. It always takes on the elements of where we play it. That's why we gave it that title. We'll see if that train horn is still honking back there.
Thank you. Patchouli, and they will be back with us as well in the second half of the program. And the program is Radio Live. Support for Radio Live comes from the law firm of Clark, Partington Hart, with a team of attorneys providing a full range of legal services from offices in Pensacola, Destin, Watercolor, and Tallahassee. Online at cphlaw.com. Additionally, accommodations for Radio Live artists are provided by the Hilton Pensacola Beach Gulf Front. two sponsors that have made the continuation of this show possible. And for that, we are very grateful indeed. Okay, let me remind you that, particularly those of you that are listening tonight and those of you that are here, that we are in the midst of our spring member drive. It's a great chance to support your public radio station and this particular program. And you can do that by going online at wuwf.org if you're listening, or you can do it here in person at the Museum of Commerce. Trish Allison will be glad to facilitate that for you. So keep that in mind. Don't forget our tip jars. Think about this as a fine meal. If you have a fine meal, you don't think twice about leaving a generous tip. So think about this as that meal. So, okay, enough of my advertisement for the fund drive, right? Time to get back to the real reason you all are here tonight, to enjoy the great music from our friends that are with us tonight. And once again, my good friend, Pierce Pettis.
Oh, thank you, Pat. Man, weren't Patchouli great? Jonathan Byrd. I'm honored to be surrounded by talented, brilliant people. I hope you know what you're listening to tonight. I'm telling you. I want to do you guys 3 songs. It's a trilogy of love songs. Oh, I forgot to mention, my 11-year-old son's with me tonight, and he wanted me to remind you that for every one of my CDs you buy, he gets $1. So there you go. Hey, Ray. Stop a river, don't even try, it'll carry you away. Caught in the current, sweeping you along, running deeper every day. Love will always find a way. Hello and goodbye, divided by a line down the middle of the road. But the same road that takes you so far away, it can bring you back home. Oh, my love, if I go, it will never be to stay. I will come back, I know. Love will always find a way. I cannot escape the fact that I have made some trouble for myself. Trouble so deep, but the water was sweet by the river where I knelt. Wash me clean like a sidewalk in the rain. Take my home, walk with me. Love will always find a way. Love will always find a way. thank you very much. All right, that was love song number 1. This is number 2. I got to tune a little bit, though, because it stretches my strings. This song's about infatuation. I am pro-infatuation. I just want to go on record. A lot of people put it down, man. They go like, infatuation, that's not real love. Well, it's real enough if you're in it. Seems like a reasonable substitute to me. But oh no, that's not real love. No, real love, that's when you've been married for 30 years and hate each other. Give me some of that. At any rate, have you ever noticed when you're infatuated, you're a better human being? That's the truth. You are. You're nice to people. You don't want to hurt nobody. You don't want to blow anything up or burn anything down or whatever. You don't want to steal anybody's car. Seriously, think about it. And I mean, that's got to be a good thing. I'm thinking. So it occurs to me that infatuation might in fact be a state of holiness. True. So I wrote this song and I tried to use the artifacts of holiness to make my point. I saw your face, hallelujah. Y'all can help me on this. All you got to know how to do is say hallelujah. You can say hallelujah or hallelujah. I think Baptists say hallelujah. I don't know what they say. Anyway, I'll start over. I saw your face, hallelujah. Beautiful. And I was touched by grace. Hallelujah. That's nice. There in that crowd, you were smiling out loud. Oh, and it put me in my place. Hallelujah. Oh, could it be? Hallelujah. You here with me. Hallelujah. Oh, but I felt your kiss, and now I know angels exist. Oh, I do believe. Hallelujah. Love without end. Amen. Amen. And I've seen the light. Hallelujah. Just a shining in your eyes. Hallelujah. And now I lay me down with your arms wrapped all around. Oh, you are my paradise. Hallelujah. Thank you. Well, do one more. I'm going to do a shameless shout out. This is the third love song here, and this one's called That Kind of Love. And I was just thinking about how these guys, 26 times, really? God, I must be old. I never even think about this stuff. The guys that do this show, this is truly a labor of love. I mean, no sane person would do this, right? Nobody would do this for any logical reason. And so obviously there's a lot of love involved. And so I want to play this for Pat and Enid and all the folks here that have done this show all these years. Can't be bought or sold or faked, that kind of love. No, it always gives itself away, that kind of love. It's wiser than the wisest sage. Its innocence makes me ashamed, till I'm not sure that I can take that kind of love. Pride and hatred cannot stand that kind of love. Greater love hath no man than that kind of love. It won't be kept unto itself. It spreads its charm, it casts its spell, till no one's safe this side of hell from that kind of love. Love rejected and ignored, held in chains behind closed doors, the stuff of legend and of song. Deep down, everybody longs for that kind of love. Oh, that kind of love. Some people never know that kind of love. Oh, it only takes a child to show that kind of love. Widows smile and strong men weep, and little ones play at its feet. The deaf can hear and the blind can see that kind of love. Love triumphant, love on fire, love that humbles and inspires, love that does not hesitate, with no conditions, no restraints, that kind of love. Oh, that kind of love. So how can anyone deny that kind of love, when every heart is measured by that kind of love? Even stars fall from the sky, everything will fall in time, except those things that cannot die. That kind of love, and oh, may you be remembered by that kind of love. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pierce. Mr. Pierce Pettis, and you can pick up some of his music to remember the night by, there by the front door, and Owen can get his commission, and everybody will be happy. So that's the way it works in this business. Because I can tell you right now, these folks aren't going to make a living off what we pay. So buy their music. It's important. It's important. This is Radio Live, coming to you live from the Museum of Commerce on the historic Pensacola campus of the University of West Florida and broadcast on WUWF 88.1 FM. We are listener-supported radio from the University of West Florida and proud of it. All right. Y'all having a good time? All right. Once again, our friend Jonathan Byrd, Paul Ford, Johnny Waken, otherwise known as Jonathan Byrd and the Pickup Cowboys.
Ready, cowboy? Black crow lighting on your old crooked tree. Where have you flown, and whose bones did you see? May the river run dry if you lie. Mister, I won't lie to you, I've flown to Mexico, and I've flown to places only crows and outlaws know. May the river run dry if I lie. May the river run dry if I lie to you. You better shoulder your gun and prepare. Water and saddle your mare. There's two riders coming, I can just see their dust in the air. Cross my heart and hope to die, it's true. May the river run dry if I lie to you. Well, I looked out to the south and the crow said to me, Devil's Island Eddie and the Boone Kid are free. May the river run dry if I lie. Well, Eddie's blood is bad, so poisoned with pride. A rattlesnake bit him, crawled off and died. May the river run dry if I lie. May the river run dry if I lie to you. You better shoulder your gun and prepare. Water and saddle your mare. Oh, look again now, even you'll see their dust in the air. Sure as I was born to die, it's true. May the river run dry if I lie to you. Well, the wind died and the shot rang, and all there was to see was a black crow falling from his old crooked tree. Made the river run dry if I lie. Well, it's good to see you, Eddie. I just got the word. Nobody knows but this black and twisted bird. Made the river run dry if I lie. Made the river run dry if I lie to you. Everything is prepared. I've watered and saddled the mares. We'll wait here till nightfall, and tomorrow we'll each have our share. Every man will get what he's due, Eddie. May the river run dry if I lie to you. Sure as we were born to die, it's true. May the river run dry if I lie to you. All right, so good to be back. Radio Live in Pensacola. I brought a new record with me tonight. I only have a few of them. It's a Danish import. I think you've made it when you have a Danish import. So we sold a bunch of them the past couple weeks. I have maybe 10 or 12 of them left. It's called Mother Tongue. And I did it with a Danish band. We recorded it in Copenhagen, and we're really proud of it. We'll play a song from that. This is called On the Edge. It's quiet. We're stranded by a handful of rain. I just want to sleep, but I can't find a place. You say turn the music off. Your lover's on the phone, on the edge, all alone. Blindfolded, you're trying to touch love's ghost. It whispers, you hear it, the spirit's so close. The janitor walks by and talks to the trash. His conscience is clear, his world is a mirror. You can't be alone for fear of your reflection all around, on the edge, looking down. So little, so serious, delirious you. He loves you, and lo, he loves loneliness too. What's that? He can't hear you. You're breaking up again. He's down in a tunnel, and he can't see the end. Oh, the battery's dead. Yeah, the needle's in the red. He would have texted instead, but there's no place to park. On the edge in the dark. Forever is murder. I heard you say so. God as her witness, Eve wants to know, what's the statute of limitations for original sin? She's evicted and naked at the airport again. Lot's wife should have stayed. She just turned around to wave, and the agent at the gate said your exodus has been delayed. God's harder on girls. Yeah, God's harder on girls. On the edge of the world. On the edge of the world. You're daring to care for him. I wish I had what you had back then. Now he's certain it's terminal, but he won't say when. And he grabs onto you when you're out on a limb, and you hang on the line. Say it's gonna be fine, when what's really on your mind is how he's gonna drag you off this time. And as you both fall, he'll cry, can't you see what I'm going through? On the you. Thanks, y'all. Well, I couldn't play that song right now if you pointed a cannon at me. Which I could. Hey, Wes. I have a terrible memory for lyrics, which is a big handicap in this business. Well, we're going to leave you with this song, because this song is a song by a friend of ours. His name is Matt Faulkner, and he's an itinerant handyman. He lives somewhere in between Montana and Mexico, depending on the weather. And he would never get on stage, and he would never get up here and play this song, and I just love this song so much. It's become sort of a theme song for us. And we want to dedicate it tonight because a few years ago, I heard that Radio Live wasn't going to happen anymore, and it disappeared for a while, and we were just so sad about that. We wanted to come back and play, and we love being here. And then it came back, and it's just, I want to say it takes a lot of people to make it happen. So here's the Pat and Tom and Dale and Steve and Lindsay and Trish and Enid and all the people it takes to make it happen. We really appreciate it. This is for you. Do you dream? Do your dreams come true? What do you see? What do you do to make it happen? Do you dream? Do your dreams come true? What do you see? What do you do to make it happen? Well, I caught another one. I'll chase one down for you. We're on another ride, a carnival for a few friends. See things like they should be, and stand up on our could be, and dream, dream. What it was like being a child, not thinking about the hard things, just wide open wild, playing night games in the neighborhood, and playing like grown-ups should, and dreaming like there's no way you could these days. I caught another one, I'll chase one down for you. We're on another ride, a carnival for a few friends. See things like they should be, and stand up on our could be, and dream, dream. Face the music and cope with the crowd. Stand out somewhere and look at the clouds. The fact of the matter, the fair and square, the straightforward and honest. You got to dream like you care. No fair to the Midland, my fair-weathered friend. Don't fall between two stools. You're the friend of a friend, falling head over heels like I did for you, and right over backwards and into the truth. Well, I caught another another one. I'll chase one down for you. We're on another ride, a carnival for a few friends that see things like they should be. Stand up on our could be and dream, dream. Do you dream? Do your dreams come true? What do you see? What do you do to make it happen? Do you dream? Do your dreams come true? What do you see? What do you do to make it happen? Paul Ford on the cello, Johnny Waken on the crosscut saw. Thanks so much, everybody. I'm Jonathan Byrd. Thank you.
Jonathan Byrd and the Pickup Cowboys. All right, I've been waiting all night to hear that saw. Love it, love it. You know, all these artists tonight have been so kind talking about this show, but I'll tell you who really needs to be thanked is you, the audience. We're blessed to have an audience like you because this is a love fest every month. And the artists feel it. I mean, every artist that I've ever had on this show, they always want to come back. And we don't pay much, and I'm sorry about that, but most of them say, you know what, when we do this show, it's not about the money. They said, you have the best audiences we've ever been. And I hear that almost every month. So thank you for being a great audience, being a fantastic audience. And now we're going to get to hear another set from our friends Patchouli, and then everybody's going to come out and we'll do the big finale number, and maybe we'll even have fireworks, who knows. But in the meantime, Julie and Bruce, take it away.
It is so true, all of what he just said. And we're going to play a song that was inspired by our first trip right here to RadioLive and Pensacola. We wrote this out on Pensacola Beach. It's called Where the Water and the Sky Meet. Think part Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean, and The Princess Bride, my other favorite movie. So there'll be some couplets, some rhyming going on. Quiet as a castaway on a ship that's sailed from far away, late at night, holding secrets of treasure maps as if the earth hides and traps rays of sunlight. Her patchwork foot was tapping to the beat to the cafe traffic way. She saw him, and the freckle underneath her eye looked like a tear, but when she sighed, she was smiling. His glance turned into a stare. He wanted to go over there and talk to her. And as he walked, she laughed and swayed. She lit shoes on spray, fanning her feathers. Stingrays like shadows, flying by their feet. Ripples shimmer, the waves whisper. Where the water and the sky meet, where the water and the sky meet. She sang a little piece right then that made the air in beach suspend. Like lovers, she confessed she was an acrobat. The words and notes just flipped like that and changed color. Palm reading was a specialty. He learned it from an old gypsy. She gave her hand to hold. She had a highway for a lifeline, yellow dashes and white lines, and a fork in the road. Without warning, she kissed him, but he knew, so he bent in perfect harmony. They made love, the seabirds calling, the ocean stars falling, the gardening. Pensacola, where the water and the sky meet. This is such an enchanting place. Maybe you heard a little bit of that train horn as we were starting off the show. I certainly did. I've always lived by the train. We're going to play a song. We used to have the Folkways cassette that we would drive around the country listening to, and a lot of people have covered this next song. This is a song that Woody Guthrie got credit for, but actually written by a guy, Gobel Reeves. But Emmylou Harris did this really wonderful version of it.
It's her birthday.
It's her birthday today, so in honor of her.
Happy birthday, Emmylou.
Yeah, we love her. And this is our version that she inspired out of us for Woody's 100th birthday a couple of years ago. Sleep, you weary hobo. Let the towns drift slowly by. Listen to the steel rails humming. That's a hobo's lullaby. I know your clothes are torn and ragged, and your hair is turning gray. But lift your head and smile at trouble. You'll find peace and rest someday. So go to sleep, you weary hobo. Let the towns drift slowly by. Listen to the steel rails humming. That's a hobo's lullaby. Don't you think about tomorrow? Let tomorrow come and go. Tonight you got a nice warm boxcar, safe from all this wind and snow. So go to sleep, you weary hobo. Let the towns drift slowly by. Listen to the still rails humming. That's a hobo's lullaby. That's a hobo's lullaby. Thank you. That's a hobo's lullaby. Well, this next song is another one that's featured on the brand new instrumental guitar Firelight CD. And, last time we were here, somebody asked us if we knew this song, and we knew of it. We learned it on piano as kids, but we didn't know it well enough to perform at that moment. So we went home and studied up. And so this is going to be our version of the Malagueña. Thanks again for bringing us back to Radio Live. As Pat says, we'll probably beg him severely after the show to come back again.
And what an honor to play with those guys. Pierce Pettis and Jonathan Byrd in the back.
Oh,
incredible stuff.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Malagueña.
All right. Everybody's going to come back out now, and we're going to do the big finale number. But in the meantime, I need to take care of a little business and remind you that Radio Live is a production of WUWF Public Media at the University of West Florida. Our technical director and broadcast mixmeister is Mr. Dale Regal. Our house sound this evening, Mr. Tom Skinner. Our master control operator out at the station is Bob Barrett. Tonight we have production assistants from Josh Morton and Steve Pfeiffer. Our video director is Jonathan Heidi. Our videographers are Mariah Singerman and Melissa Pisarski. Our house manager is Trish Allison and Lindsay Myers. And our stage manager, everyone's favorite Jewish mother, Enid Siskin. This is Pat Crawford, reminding you to keep your mind on your driving, your heart on the coast, and your dial on public radio. Good night, everybody. Take it away, guys.
All right, you know, so we're gonna go with the Woody Guthrie again and do a song again from that beloved Folkways CD that Julie and I have worshipped most of our lives, and that one is this one is I Ain't Got No Home in This World Anymore.
I ain't got no home, I'm just a rambling round. I work when I can get it, I roam from town to town. The police make it hard, boys, wherever I may go. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. I was farming shares, as always I was down. My debts, there were so many, my pay wouldn't go around. The drought got my crop and Mr. Banker at my door. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. I've got it in your corn. I've been working, mister, since the day that I was born. I worry all the time like I never did before. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. They're scattered and they're gone. And my darling wife, to heaven she has flown. She died of the fever on the cabin floor. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. And it goes from sea to sea. 100,000 others are stranded here with me. 100,000 others and 100,000 more. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Sing along. I ain't got no home. I'm just a rambling, I'm just a rambling around. I work when I can get it. I roam from town to town, from town to town. The police make it hard, boys, wherever I may go. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. I ain't got no home in this world anymore.
Local support for WUWF comes from the law firm of Clark Partington Hart, with 35 attorneys providing a full range of legal services, including the practice areas of commercial and general litigation, business and real estate transactions, tax and estate planning, oil spill claims, and land use and environmental law. From offices in Pensacola, Destin, Watercolor, and Tallahassee. On the web at cphlaw.com.